here on Q92. All right, we've been telling you we're going to be talking to this band coming up here all morning long. Been telling you we've been promoting this amazing event that's coming to the Hall of Fame Village. I'm talking about Kickin Covers weekend. It's going on both Friday, March 29th. It's also going on the 30th on Saturday. It's going to be a great night of cover bands and some great entertainment at Hall of Fame Village. And we have one of the bands on now, Country Redford. Going to be performing on Saturday, March 30th, along with Chris Higbee Band. And we are lucky enough to be joined live on the show and on video, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X right now, by Scott Redford. He is the lead singer of Country Redford. Scott, thanks for joining the show today. How are we doing this morning?
Hey, man. 68 degrees in Northeast Ohio. Can't complain, you know?
No, you cannot complain at all, man. Before we get into everything for this weekend, you guys have a hell of a band that you have up there in Cleveland, and just by going to your website, award-winning band. As a matter of fact, last year's Country Band of the Year in Cleveland. I mean, talk about, not to mention you have won some Vocalist of the Year awards in the Best of Cleveland. Talk about being in a band like this on the local scene, but being recognized as much as you guys are, especially in Cleveland.
It's been an interesting ride. We've been doing this, or I've been doing this for 10 years, and we just had our 10-year reunion last year, and it took a lot of hard work and, people showing up to our events, consistently. So first and foremost, thanks to the people that show up and support us.
Right.
We wouldn't have anything without them. And then, the guys around me are amazing. They put in a lot of hard work and, consistently show up every show. And, we just put on a great performance, man. We love what we do. And I personally love country music. It's all I listen to. That and 90s rap, can't ever let that go.
Yeah. No, it's pretty much a prereq. Everyone says, and 90s rap. That's pretty much what it is.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. But you talk about 10 years ago, you started the band. A lot of people all over everywhere start bands, start whether original covers. You guys are both. You do both. Everyone starts it. And everyone has high hopes of people, liking what they do, wanting to come see them. And when you go to that bar, there's a buzz, and everyone wants to go to that bar or that place because they know you're performing. But not everyone gets to have the success that you guys have had and are still on your way to achieving. What do you think led to the popularity that this band got, and why you guys were one of the bands, cover and original, that became big and became one of those destination bands where you find out where you're playing that weekend so you can go have a great night out with you and your friends? Because it's not easy to do.
It wasn't easy, and there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears behind the scenes for years, and playing to empty rooms, but just really never forgetting why you're there. And I think I've had a motto my whole career as a musician that if there's 8 people there or if there's 800 people there, it's the same performance. And I think that's just kind of continued and built. And, people have respected what we've done, and they show up and they know what they're going to get every single time they show up to our events. So, and it's just, just continued to grow over the years. I think our biggest following is in the Cleveland market. We have expanded into Canton and to Pennsylvania and things like that. But, our biggest following is in the Cleveland area. And, it's just a lot of hard work by the guys in the group. And, there's been multiple versions of this band over the years, but right now, we have a group. We've been together for about 14 months now with the newest version of us. So yeah, a lot of work, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when you look too, and one of the things doing research on you guys is there's a lot of rock influence in what you guys do as well. And obviously country and rock merge very well together, but in your band in particular, one of the things that people notice if they're coming out to see for the first time in Canton, especially here at the end of the month, you're going to be here at Hall of Fame Village, is like you say, that the country songs you do, the current country songs you do, the top 40 of country, but the way you guys like to mix in some rock riffs and things like that and kind of bridge the two throughout your show to where if you're coming out, maybe you're not the biggest country fan, you like rock and country together a little bit, you're kind of going to get that immersion as the show goes on throughout the night.
It's funny that you say that. So most times people hear a country band, they I just don't like country.
Right.
And I've heard that probably 100 times. I can't even lie. and then they hear us and they're like, you guys are not a country band. Like, we're just an upbeat, we play music differently and we make it our own to the best of our ability. Although we may have not written all the songs that we play, we make them as if we written them. And sometimes you don't even know unless you know the artist that we're singing. So the rock segue twist, we'll throw a little Shania Twain in there. We'll throw a little Whitney Houston we added to our set list this year, which really obviously stretched my vocals a little bit, but
yeah,
it's a lot of fun, man. We have a lot of fun with it.
So now, as we look forward, talk about how you guys got involved and how you were approached to be a part of this awesome weekend at Hall of Fame Village coming up with Kickin Covers, and what made you guys say, man, we want to be part of this event coming up?
Oh, I mean, it's the Hall of Fame. I mean, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, as soon as the inquiry came in through our website, I was excited to see it, and it's one of those destination places in the area that I think any artist would love to play. So, I think it's an honor to have the opportunity just to be here. I'm excited to play with Chris. I don't think I've ever met Chris in person, so just collaborating with another artist is always it's a great opportunity to see what they do and the work that they're putting in, and we're just excited, man. I know the guys they're ecstatic, and we told them and we showed them where we're playing. It's just it's just a big deal, so I don't everybody doesn't get that opportunity, and I know we're not going to disappoint. We're already rehearsing for the show, and planning something special for that night. So
yeah, and you talk about Chris Higbee. That man puts on a show like nobody's business. The energy he has, and just thinking of you guys collaborating and being there together that night. Honest to God, I mean, that not just blowing. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a flat out party in that building because of the shows that you guys put on. He puts on, but like I said, for those coming out, like we've talked about, it's not just going to be just it's not what you think as far as a country show. It's going to be fun, entertaining, upbeat. There's going to be some rock in there, and you guys are going to – I think a lot of people are going to be blown away when they see you for the first time.
Yeah, it's going to be electric, man. I think that's one thing that we pride ourselves in is, we're going to bring the energy, and we just had a couple shows this past weekend, and it was nuts. The crowd was electric, and it's just not your normal like cover bands, It's when you come and see it, it's like attending a concert somewhere. So I know that's something that we've worked really hard to attain over the years, and it's something we're going to continue to do. And it's just not myself, it's everybody. It's our sound engineers and Rock and Robin Productions that produce us, and they just do a fantastic job. Everybody's continuously pushing to be better every single show. So
yeah, and country too. That genre country, it's bleeding over now in 2024. I look at a station like us here at Q92 where we're playing Jelly Roll, we're playing Chris Stapleton, we're playing Kane Brown. Like I just feel like it's just starting to they're all starting to mesh together at this point to where people are more into it. Maybe I'm not that country music has a huge following. I'm not saying that, but I feel like more of the top 40 people are more open to it now than they used to be. Do you find that to be true at your shows?
I think country's like. For anybody listening that doesn't like this comment, I feel like it's just replaced rock and roll, and it's just a different genre today than it was back in the 90s. And if you listen to the music that's being produced, it's just a whole nother animal. And we love what we play, and like we mentioned and we post about all the time, we try to keep our music modern. We'll go dip back and you'll play some Toby Keith, obviously with the events happening with him recently.
Right.
Keep his music and spirit alive in our shows, and things like that. But man, it's just country's just where it's at. Pays the bills.
Yeah, well, absolutely. So what are some of the artists, before we let you go, that people can expect to hear some songs from when they come out on the 30th?
Yeah, anything from Morgan Wallen, Jason Aldean. One of my other players in the band is also a vocalist, so he'll pull out some Chris Stapleton and Tennessee Whiskey and things like that. So, but it's upbeat, top 40 pop country with that rock and roll twist and segues that we throw in there throughout the night. And yeah, man, it's just high energy. That's about the best way I can describe our band is high energy. And we're gonna bring a concert feel to our shows. We're not your normal cover band, and yeah.
Well, it's going to be a great night. Saturday, March 30th. It's the Kickin Covers weekend. Country Redford performing that night. Chris Higbee Band performing that night. Going to be an amazing night. Get your tickets right now. HOFvillage.com. to go see these guys there. It's going to be an amazing night. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, Scott, and we're looking forward to the show coming up here in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, gentlemen.